Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our Undead Mage. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are back in the Stone Talon Mountains. We'll be taking on the Charred Vale today, including the Harpies, planting some Gaia seeds, and I think taking on some elementals as well. So without further ado, let's pick up our quests and we'll get started. I'm actually going to pick up this calling in the reserves quest real quick, as I think it sends us back to the Great Lift just outside of 1,000 Needles. The Horde does well keeping our troops fresh. Since the Great War, we have been prosperous here in Kalimdor. I need you to do me a favor. I have a lad by the name of Grish Longrunner protecting the Great Lift in the Southern Barrens. Give him this letter. The letter will let him know that I have a reserve warrior coming to relieve him of duty so he can visit his family. He requested this some time ago, and he would be happy to hear the news.
We shall meet again.
Harpies threaten. Tauren take pride as the protector of these lands. Undoubtedly, you can guess why I am alarmed by the number of harpies that dwell here in Stone Talon. The Blood Furies are the source of the increasing number of harpies in Kalimdor. They encroach upon us, all likes of life, preventing the innocent from leaving their boundaries. I need you to call the harpies Adelaide.
Be careful.
So we've got that, and then we've got the planting of the Gaia seeds that we had collected from Murkfallen Lake.
You wish to speak?
As you have seen, Mage, though the land is in pain, the cycle of life is a powerful thing. Now we must do our part to help it along. You must plant these seeds at the center of the destruction, to the west, in the Charred Vale. Beware, for harpies and angry fire elementals still plague the scarred land. Adelaide, take these enchanted Gaia seeds and plant them in the fertile mounds of soil. The cycle of life must go on.
May the eternal.
And then finally, we'll have an elemental to speak to atop the hill here, which will be a good transition into the Vale itself. For the longest time, I didn't know that there was this kind of secret path leading from Sunrock Retreat directly through the mountains and into the Vale itself. I used to always head north up to Murkfallen Lake and go all the way around. And as it turns out, you do not need to do that. Trouble in the Deeps we'll leave alone because I think that's going to be for Blackfathom Deeps, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll pick up Elemental War. The Tribunal of the Tides has sent me to wage war on the fire elementals here in Stone Talon Mountains. Neptulon, the Tide Hunter, Lord of all water elementals, has taken a personal interest in seeing our fiery cousins extinguished. Adelaide, you can help me gain favor with the Tribunal by destroying the fire elementals in Charred Vale. When destroyed, so he walks away from us. When destroyed, the fire elementals leave Incendrites. Return these to me and be rewarded. So we're going to get rewarded with some silver. I have no idea why a water elemental would carry silver around with them. But I suppose we shouldn't question it too much. Let's get our buff food going. And then we'll head through the mountains and into the Vale. Gonna have a lot of killing to do today. I'm really hoping for some wool cloth that we can use to push our tailoring to expert. We've got some silk that we've been picking up slowly over time that we can now use, and I would really like to use that soon if we can. We could really use some more upgrades. I've entered the Vale. Let's get to work. I think we should probably try to focus on the planting of Gaia seeds and the fire elementals if we can. Just because I feel like those are going to be harder to complete, and there really are just harpies all over the place. Should be no shortage of those. And we can't forget, if I can find it, we do have remove lesser curse, so we can get rid of these curses of recklessness, which reduce our armor and stuff, which I would definitely like to avoid. It's great to see that our shatter talent is becoming more and more consistent. Getting those lovely crits against frozen targets. Pick up our first Sundrite. See if we can regenerate some mana here. Just not expecting this other rogue feather. It's quite harpy population's quite dense on this side of the map. Solid chest over to our right. Open that up and see if we can get lucky with some crafting materials. Nothing too interesting, just some stuff to vendor. I haven't seen too many mounds and or fire elementals yet. Another one down here. I want to try to kill as many as we can in the beginning so that they have some time to respawn while we kill some harpies. I think we'll avoid that mound of dirt. I do need this ambusher. The wind callers are a bit more annoying to deal with. I would like to avoid fighting them if we can. We do need these ambushers. Polymorphing will do the job. If we get close enough while they're polymorphed, I'm pretty sure it would trigger combat. I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, looks like we're fine. Oh my gosh, is that a BOE blue? Held in offhand. I can't even pronounce that. Antipodine rod. Increases damage done by fire spells and effects by 6. And then frost spells by 6. Very interesting. I mean, we'll keep it just so that we have it if we, even when we die and or get to level 60. We can just keep it in the bank and sell it at a later date. Or use it with a, future anniversary character, I guess. Just depends. I have always wanted to try the Fire Warlock spec. Warlock is definitely my least favorite class. I think in all of vanilla by quite a large margin. Simply because of how frustrating they can be to play and manage. Soul shards, like managing those are not super fun. 2 of their spec trees are really bad for leveling, like almost borderline useless in demonology and destruction. But there is a specific warlock leveling build that I have seen that does take some investment though. And you have to wait until you're like in your mid-20s or early 30s in order to actually use it. But it's essentially like a melee fire warlock build where you use like a dagger and you enchant it with like fiery weapon. You have like either that or you have like the firestone thing that you can craft as a warlock, which is normally not used at all, but in this specific case, it can actually be kind of interesting. And then you take like a bunch of fire talents, you get pieces of gear that increase your fire damage and stuff like that. And theoretically, when you put all that stuff together, you end up with like a warlock build that deals primarily fire damage. I don't think you use a demon either. I think you like sack the demon with one of your other abilities / talents to like boost your fire damage even further. The details are fuzzy to me and they're not complete, but it just sounds interesting. It's something that could potentially get me into the class more. Whereas previously, I just get really bored of the typical affliction build. The typical drain tanking build, I guess, which there's nothing wrong with drain tanking. It's just, I feel like I've done it a lot every time I've leveled up a warlock. And very quickly realized that there really isn't another way to play. At least until, you get like much deeper into your leveling journey. And I just don't like being so restricted. Close to level 30. Lots of new abilities and upgrades to pick up, but out of all of them, I'm just desperate for that new water. I really don't want to spend money on water that's actually useful right now. We've suffered for this long, we can suffer a bit more. Really glad these incendiates have such a high drop chance, if not 100%. Otherwise, this quest would be really rough. There are not a whole lot of fire elementals to go around. Servers are a little bit more quiet nowadays too. When hardcore was really popping off, several months ago. It was this is definitely one of the areas of Stone Town that is a struggle to get through because it is shared by both. It's shared by both Horde and Alliance. This is too much to deal with. We're gonna have to back off of this. If we can keep the ambusher, that would be good. We're still gonna need plenty of those. So nice that we're getting some light feathers too. We had actually, there was a time where we were using slow fall a decent amount. So we started running out of the feathers. I was wondering when the next time was that we'd be able to pick some up. I wonder if you can buy light feathers from like a reagents vendor. It seems like it'd be unlikely, I feel like, but I'm not sure. Over to the southwestern corner and see if I can find some more fire elementals. It's getting a little bit tougher to weave in and out. All these enemies might have to clear a path. Seeing couple of fire elementals here and there. We've got one towards the entrance to Desolus. And one a bit further east. I've got a couple down here actually. There's more space down here too, which is good. I feel like I've got a little bit more breathing room. Alright, so the seeds have been planted, and a decent amount of the harpies have been killed as well. Need a bunch more rogue feathers, so we'll keep our eyes out for those. We need 3 more incendrites, and 3 more ambushers. And I think we'll be all set for the Charred Veil. Patrolling Chimera is getting in the way a little bit. Forgot that these were here. This is probably the earliest you'll ever see a Chimera for either Horde or Alliance, I would imagine. And then you don't see any more for quite a long time. Maybe not even till winter, spring. I got some rogue feathers over here. Cleanly pick them out. Did pick up a little bit of wool, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think we need to get 6 more points into tailoring before we can pick up the silk stuff. feather. Still need that last Cendrite. Ambushers, which might be a little bit annoying to get to, because they tend to be one-offs that patrol around other harpies. Let's get our last Cendrite. A little bit awkward. Honestly, we can just keep moving. Not even gonna wait for my mana for this guy. There's our last ambusher. Just barely have enough mana for this. The ambushers go down really fast. Our health pools are very small. Ooh, we got hit by something else. Oh no, maybe that was the ambusher. Yeah, they've got like some sort of shock ability. It's basically earth shock, but I guess it doesn't interrupt spell casting. Alright, cool. One more rogue feather. And we'll head back to the retreat. Luckily the rogue feathers are pretty close to the entrance to the path that leads back. Save a bit of time. Just gotta find one now though. Could honestly use a little bit more of a grind anyway. Might as well just carve a path and play it safe. We really need oh, I didn't realize we were getting hit by that one too. Yeah, let's run away from this fight. It's too many spells. Just wrap back around this this way. Yeah, we really need some more wool. I mean, I guess worst case scenario is we might have to spend a little bit of time grinding in Hillsbrad. Would probably be our best bet. And even though we're not technically set up for it, I feel like we could still do some AoE grinding on, like, obviously very, very much lower level enemies that wouldn't deal much damage to us. We wouldn't have improved Blizzard, which I guess might be kind of important. Yeah, because we wouldn't have the, I don't know if the Blizzard would normally come with the chill effect without that talent. There are barely any rogue feathers over here. Starting to wonder if they share a respawn with some of these harpy types. Like maybe the Slayers specifically. At this point, I feel like we'll have better luck on the other side of the veil. Oh, these are all Slayers too. It's crazy. First player we've seen today, over in the distance. Use our mana gem there. I did not think I'd be spending this much time looking for that last rogue feather. See a rogue feather in the distance. Just gonna snag him real quick. Deep in enemy territory right now. I might grab a couple others. I like that one. Thing that we made that other mana gem, so we might need it. All right. Oh, I did set my Hearthstone to Sunrock Retreat actually before we got started today, so I can actually just do that if I need to. Maybe I'll just kill a few more since we have a little bit of time. See if I can accumulate as much wool as I can. Might actually make some bolts right now. That'll put us at 7 bolts. That's definitely not going to be anywhere near enough, unfortunately, to push us to 125. I feel like the most efficient recipe is going to probably be the double-stitched woolen shoulders. I don't know if I want to take a risk really on any of these yellow pieces. Yeah, the green woolen vest only needs 2, so it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just have the guaranteed points, I guess, on the shoulders. It also means we're going to need 18 bolts, though, which again, we're not really close to at the moment. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll probably head back to Hillsbrad in the next episode, so that we can do some of that grinding. Again, hopefully take out the councilmen in the next, kind of portion of the Battle for Hillsbrad quest line. And if we have some time, we'll just grind on some of the lower farmers. couple more. Then we'll go turn these in. Alright, I think that's good enough for now.
I've been expecting.
This is most excellent news. Tell me again how you cast fear into the cold hearts of those vile harpies. The Blood Furies have been dealt a serious blow.
Winds be at your back.
Let's see, Blood Fury Repair. This is an elite quest. Not to say that we couldn't complete it at some point. If we can clear out the area, you know, where the elite is, and if it's just a one-on-one, then we might actually have a chance.
Winds be at your back.
This is a great victory for the land. In time, other things will come to pass. The venture company will pack up their buzzsaws and axes. The angry fire spirits will calm, and the harpies will be pushed out by the land. Only then, Adelaide, will Stone Talon be truly at peace. You have done well, Mage. Take one of these items as thanks for the new life you have created here today.
Walk with you.
The water spirits within me bubble with the excitement. Adelaide, you have given me a glorious victory to report to the Tribunal of the Tides. Trouble in the Deeps. Yeah, this is just sending us to Ashenvale. Alright, very cool. And honestly, besides this Blood Fury Bloodline quest, well, I guess, and the Ordonis quest too, but that's more of like an Ashenvale thing. We're pretty much done with Stone Talon, which is cool, but also unfortunate, because I feel like we're running out of places to quest. I suppose as we get to level 30, we can theoretically enter Stranglethorn and Desolus, stuff like that for the first time. I just wish we had a little bit more wiggle room. We'll see, we might be able to get there. I'm going to teleport to Undercity. And I guess I'll start heading over to Terran Mill. I think Hillsbrad seems like a good idea at this moment in time. We'll see if we can collect some more wool. I want to be able to push ourselves to 125 tailoring so that we can start using this this silk that is in our bags right now. Stop by the bank real quick so we can drop off the rod, the blue BOE that we picked up.
What is it?
I don't think there's anything in our bank that we really have to worry about right now.
Victory.
Alright, so I think that is going to do it for me for today. I'm going to take a flight
What now?
back to Terran Mill. We'll park ourselves in the tavern there. And then we'll head out again to the west. Kill some more farmers and whatnot, some councilmen. And we'll take it from there. As always, I appreciate you all so much for watching. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.